Thank you all for being here today. 6 p.m. and we'll get started. This meeting is now called to order. Oh, that was loud. Sorry. As a courtesy to others, please silence all electronic devices. During this meeting, citizens desiring to speak, please come under here, the audience, and you should submit a request form to our clerks to my right, your left. We will now move forward with a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Alvarez. Thank you, Commissioner. We'll move right on to proclamations and special presentations. Deputy City Manager Desiree Matthews filling in today for Mike Steigerwalt.
Yes, ma'am. Item 3A is a proclamation in honor of Parks and Recreation Month. It is to recognize the Parks and Recreation Department and the role that they play in public health, life, community, and quality of life. Whereas Parks and Recreation services are vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, and whereas, oh, okay, yes, sir. Calm down. I'll begin reading it. And this item is in honor of Parks and Recreation Month. Whereas Parks and Recreation services are vitally important to establishing and maintaining the quality of life in our communities, ensuring the health of all citizens, and contributing to the economic and environmental well-being of our community and region. And whereas Parks and Recreation programs build healthy and active communities that aid in the prevention of chronic disease and also improve the quality of mental and emotional health in our citizens. And whereas Parks and Recreation programs increase a community's economic prosperity through increased property values, expansion of local tax base, increased tourism, the attraction and retention of businesses, and crime reduction. And whereas Parks and Recreation activities are fundamental to the environmental well-being of our community. And whereas parks and natural recreation areas improve water quality, protect groundwater, prevent flooding, improve the quality of the air we breathe, provide vegetative buffers to development, and produce habitat for wildlife. And whereas parks and natural resources and recreational areas ensure the economic and ecological beauty of our community, provide a place for children and adults to connect with nature and recreate outdoors. And whereas the U.S. House of Representatives has designated July as Parks and Recreation Month, and whereas parks and recreation areas are fundamental to the environment, well-being of our community, and the City of Kissimmee recognizes the benefits derived from parks and recreation services. Now, therefore, we, the City Commission of the City of Kissimmee, do hereby proclaim the month of July as Parks and Recreation Month.
Okay. Of our current board, I have a couple of our members here, and I'd ask them to be so kind if you would introduce yourselves, each of you, our board members.
Jordan Rivera, Vanessa Alvarez.
And as I said, Ed Kilroy. I had the honor of being the chairman for a number of years. I've served on the board for more than a decade, and it is my honor to serve on that board. We are so proud of our parks. We have the beautiful park right next door that everybody loves. I have visitors come. Everybody who comes here for the first time, I say, we go to the park, always. And you've got all the other things that you do. And we hope that we'll be able to continue them in the future, in the next year. And we thank you for this honor, and we appreciate all of the support we get from you and from our commission.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You're very welcome.
Sometimes being on my feet is not that much fun. Sometimes being on my feet is not that much fun.
Oh.
Thank you. We will now continue with Employee of the Month for July.
Yes, Commission. Today would be the recognition of Employee of the Month for July. Mr. Travis Anderson, he was not able to join us this evening, so we will make sure that we get him all of his gifts and awards and just recognize him for his service to the city.
Thank you. All righty, so we'll move on. You're not going to...
Yes, ma'am. We may move on to the next
Thank you.
one.
Public hearing, first and second reading. For a public hearing, first reading, City Clerk, would you read it into the record, please?
An ordinance repealing and replacing the Code of Ordinances of the City of Kissimmee, Florida, Chapter 8, Aviation, reorganizing, updating airport ordinances, providing for severability, repealing all ordinances in conflict, and providing an effective date.
Yes, ma'am. Item 4A, we have Sean Gamolis, our airport director, who will give the update on the item.
Hey, good evening, Madam Mayor,
Hello,
Commissioners. Sean Jamolis, Director of Aviation. Code of Ordinances, Chapter 8, Aviation, defines the rules and regulations of the airport. A section of the ordinance was written utilizing the exact language from a document called the Minimum Standards for Aeronautical Service Operators at the Kissimmee Gateway Airport, which is a guidance document requiring periodic updates. It's recommended that these minimum standards be removed from the ordinance and referred to separately, not requiring an ordinance update every time there's a future revision to the minimum standards. The standards' purpose states that it is to allow for the establishment and orderly development of a sound economic base upon which the airport will thrive and experience a stable growth pattern, to ensure that the public receives reliable, safe, adequate, and non-discriminatory services from any tenant conducting aeronautical activities at or from the airport, and to ensure that all tenants conducting aeronautical activities at the airport receive fair, equitable, and non-discriminatory treatment. So the minimum standards, the document in 2009 had a slight update and revised in 2014 and required another update recently. And so a committee was actually formed by tenants and subtenants of the airport, and we met with those with operating agreements with the airport. And we met 4 times in 2025 with airport management and legal counsel, and we literally went through every page by page with the committee. Some sections obviously were updated, and then we added a few sections for future use, anticipating maybe manufacturing of aircraft, air cargo, and then also addressing what's occurring out there, mobile aircraft repair and maintenance services, aircraft cleaning and washing and detailing services, and addressing individual flight instruction. Eventually, the minimum standards will also include operating agreements, ensuring that the proper license, permits, and insurance and fees will be established. And the 2009 insurance requirements for each service operation was also updated by risk management. So quite an update addressing what's happening at the airport and future uses requiring the revision of the city ordinance.
Thank you, Sean. Appreciate that.
Yep.
This is a public hearing. Do any members of the public wish to speak? I don't have any cards on this item, but, sir? Mr. Cortez, you get 3 minutes, name and address, and then the microphone will turn off. Thank you.
John Cortez, 216 Old Middle Circle, Kissimmee, Florida, 34746-6060. Only thing I want to ask about the airport is the noise ordinances. I've been here 31 years, and it's never been this bad since I've been here. And this is the worst year that it's ever been in the year before with the noise ordinances. What are we doing to either not control it, but to make it fair that it's not at 1 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, or something like that, where it's fair? You still got to make business. I understand that, but not at the expense of the people who live here, the homeowners who can't go to sleep and can't sleep, can't even watch your TV because it's so damn loud. And that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Cortez. I appreciate it. Any other comments? Thank you. Hearing none. I'm sorry, come right on up. This is on item 4A, correct? Item 4A. This is on this specific item, correct? Yes, go right ahead. Well,
good evening, Madam Mayor and Commissioners. My name is Stephen Berkler, and I'm a resident of Kissimmee. Thank you for allowing me to speak. I'm here because the late-night amplified music from downtown businesses, specifically 1881 and Two Brothers, has become a serious quality of life issue for me. This is not about trying to stop businesses from succeeding or preventing people from enjoying downtown. For the past 6 weeks, amplified music has been played every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. The music regularly wakes me after I've gone to bed, and once I'm awake, I'm often unable to get back in sleep until after 2 a.m. when the music has stopped. I have filed 2 police reports with the city of Kissimmee, and I've also personally observed the amplified speaker systems being used and have measured sound levels of more than 80 decibels at approximately 1:30 a.m. I love living in Kissimmee and want our downtown to continue to thrive. I simply ask that residents be able to enjoy the basic right to a peaceful night's sleep. Thank you for your time, your service to our community, and your consideration of this issue. Can the Commission explain what steps the city is taking to enforce these overnight noise ordinances?
Sir, thank you for your comment. That would have been under the hear the audience, because this is specific to the airport, but don't worry, we'll note that for the record, but we won't move that on. No, and thank you for your concern. We appreciate it. Madam Clerk, you're good with that? Thank you. Anyone else have any comments on 4A? Okay. Does any commissioner have a conflict of interest to declare at this moment? Commissioners?
No.
No, ma'am.
Commissioners? Commissioner Ortiz, no. Thank you. Discussion. Commissioners, do you have anything you'd like to discuss on this? No?
No, ma'am.
Commissioner Edie? No? No. Thank you. Does anyone have a motion to approve the first reading of the proposed ordinance 2617?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Martinez, second by Commissioner Edie. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries unanimously. Public hearing, we have none, so we'll move right on to hear the audience. We do have several cards. If anyone else wants to speak, please feel free to walk yourself over to our clerk. Thank you. We'll start with Ms. Darlene Ramirez, and for the record, she has provided some handouts. Thank you. Ms. Darlene and Mr. Igor, thank you for being here today. And your name and address for the record, please. 3 minutes, microphone will turn off. Thank you.
Good evening, Darlene Ramirez, 2474 Augusta Way, Kissimmee, Florida, 34746. Honorable Mayor Jackie Espinosa, member of the Kissimmee City Commission, City Manager. Dear Mayor, Commissioner, and City Manager, my name is Darlene Ramirez, founder of Casa del Artesano, Fine Arts, and Educational Consulting, and Igor Baez, owner of Park Callejon. I respectfully request that the City Commission reconsider and restore the permission previously granted to the artwork display on the sidewalk along Pleasant Street, 112 Broadway, Kissimmee, Florida, 34741, adjacent to our property as well as our private property. On December 16, 2021, the city approved our artwork display, and since then, we have operated responsibly without incidents or complaints, while complying with the city's requirement, including maintaining clear pedestrian access. This artwork display provides local artists and artisans with a place to exhibit their work while bringing visitors, families, and economic activity to a portion of downtown Kissimmee that receive less pedestrian traffic. It is also support nearby business and enrich the cultural character of our downtown. I respectfully ask for your support in restoring this permission so we may continue serving our community through art, culture, and education. Thank you for your time and consideration. Respectfully, Darlene Ramirez, founder and executive director of Casa del Artesano and Eagle by Honor Park Callejon. Thank you.
Thank you both. Appreciate it. We'll now move on to Mr. Ruben Anderson. Mr. Anderson, 3 minutes.
Mayor and Commissioners, before you start my 3 minutes, I just want to say I'm coming up here to speak as a pastor and not as a candidate. So with the spirit that's going on in this city, everything is so negative that we don't have too much positive things to say about people. So I'm not a candidate. I'm speaking as a pastor. Can you accept that? Okay.
Thank you. We'll start your time now. Can you leave your name and address, please, for the record?
Good evening. My name is Ruben Anderson. I live at 110 Lakeview Drive. Tonight, I come before you strictly as a citizen of Kissimmee and not as a candidate for office. I'm here to publicly recognize and honor our city clerk, Tamara Crespo. During the intense pressure of the recent qualifying period, Tamara's positive attitude and strong work ethics were a huge inspiration to everyone that crossed her path. In public service, the most critical work often happens when the cameras are off and no one is watching. Others might not notice Tamara double checking her email late in the evening before heading home. They might not see her proactive phone calls she makes to candidates, catching and correcting foreseeable problems before they ever have a chance to escalate. And we've seen that with one candidate that's running for office. But the unseen work is exactly what protects our community. Thanks to her deep knowledge of both new and old forms, Tamara catches the unseemly normal mistakes, those small details that, if left unchecked, could cause catastrophic political damage to our city operations. Tamara, you are the definition of a true professional. The city can always count on you to go above and beyond whatever is being asked of you. Tonight, I honor you, I thank you, and I celebrate your deep and undeniable love for Kissimmee, Florida. In the same spirit of protecting and serving our community, I also want to extend my deepest thanks to the police department and the Osceola Sheriff Office. We are incredibly grateful for their dedicated work. I talk to them, you talk to them, they listen. You understand me? They listen. And their constant proactive engagement within our neighborhoods. Like Tamara, our law enforcement officers work tirelessly both in public view and behind the scenes to keep Kissimmee safe, connected, and supported. May God bless you all abundantly, and thank you for everything that you do. Mayor, Commission, City Manager, Deputy City Manager, thank you all for allowing me the time to ensure that such dedicated public service does not go unrecognized in our chambers tonight. May God bless you. Que Dios los bendiga. May God keep you. I love all of you, and I thank God for you. Can we give them a hand?
May I add that it's Mr. Anderson's birthday, so happy birthday, Mr. Anderson. Sure thing.
Happy birthday.
Mr. Richard Herr. Name and address, please. For the record, you do get 3 minutes.
Richard Herr, 1000 Man Street. Lately, the last couple of months, I've had a couple of concerns, and it started out with the county, but now it's moved into the city, and that's the marijuana trucks, the pot trucks. I don't know if you guys have seen them around. Every day it's getting more and more. This morning, I was doing work at my office, 9 o'clock in the morning, leave my office, and there's 2 of them right in front of me. I got pictures right in front of my office. The main thing that I see a lot is their parking in churches, which I have pictures. Their favorite spots are Waffle Houses. And I don't believe that the kids, especially, it's not even about the territory. It's something that it should be at a medical. If it's supposed to be medical, right? It should be at the back of a hospital or a doctor's office. I don't believe it should be at a church. I really don't. And it's getting worse every day that I see. Just like the electrical bicycles. We don't nip it now. I don't know what we can do. If we can regulate that, at least regulate where they're parking. Can maybe regulate their driving, but it's not right to be at a Waffle House. It's not. Or at a church. So that's my biggest concern. And then the next thing, one more thing. Children riding these bicycles, no helmets. I know that Chief Broadway and everybody else is working on the whole thing with the bicycles now, but they just don't want to no helmets. They don't want to wear them. So, 2 things of my concern. Love you guys.
Thank you for your concerns. Appreciate them. We'll now move on to Ms. Autumn Suffield. Ms. Autumn, you get 3 minutes, at which time the microphone will turn off. Your name and address, please, for the record.
Autumn Suffield, 1523 Osceola Park Drive. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, and members of the community.
Can you speak into the microphone, honey? Thank you.
Autumn Suffield, 1523 Osceola Park Drive. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners, and members of the community. My name is Autumn Suffield, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak today. I am here because I believe our community deserves leadership that is honest, respectful, compassionate, and truly committed to serving the people. Unfortunately, based on my own experience and observation, I no longer have confidence that Jeanette Martinez is providing the kind of leadership our community deserves. When someone is elected public office, they take on a responsibility to represent everyone in the community. That means listening to residents, treating people with respect, being transparent, and working every day to improve the lives of people they serve. Leadership is not just about holding a title or winning an election. It has been earning the trust to the public through your actions. From my perspective, I have not seen enough meaningful improvements in our community. Many residents continue to express concerns about issues that matter to them, and too often it feels like those concerns are not being addressed. Our neighborhoods deserve attention, our families deserve support, and our young people deserve opportunities. We need leaders who are willing to listen, communicate openly, and take action instead of making promises that never seem to become reality. One experience that had a lasting impact on me occurred when I attended a probate court hearing involving another family. In my understanding, Jeanette Martinez was present even though I did not understand what role she had in that matter. During that experience, I felt that efforts were made to have me removed or arrested. That was frightening, upsetting, and left me feeling like my voice did not hurt. What made that day even more difficult was seeing Madeline during one of the hardest times of her life. She had already grieving the loss of both her father and her sister. Watching someone experience that kind of heartbreak was incredibly emotional. In my opinion, families who are dealing with unimaginable loss deserve compassion, understanding, and respect. They should never feel like they are facing additional stress during an already painful time. Our community deserves leaders who bring people together rather than divide them. We deserve leaders who are present, who listen to residents, who treat people fairly, and who remember that every decision they make affects real families and their real lives. Respect should never be optional for someone serving in public office. This is not about political parties or personal attacks. For me, this is about accountability. Public officials should be held to high standards because they represent all of us. When members of the community lose confidence in a leader, they have every right to speak up and ask for better. As a future voter, I have already decided that I will not be voting for Jeanette Martinez because, in my opinion, her actions have not reflected the kind of leadership our community deserves. I encourage everyone to carefully consider each candidate's record, conduct, and committed to serving the public before casting their vote. Every vote matters, and every resident deserves a leader who earns their trust. I love this community, and I want to see it succeed. I want our neighborhoods to be safer, our families to feel supported, and our elected officials to work together with the people they represent. I believe we can do better, and I believe our community deserves better. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my perspective. I appreciate the opportunity to share my thoughts, and I hope my comments encourage continuing conversations about the kind of leadership our community deserves. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Madeline Cassiano. Three minutes, at which time the microphone will turn off. Would you kindly leave your name and address, please, for our clerk record?
Good afternoon, Mayor and Commissioners. My name is Madeline Cassiano, 4030 Tucker Street, St. Cloud, Florida, 34772. Tonight, I stand here before you as a concerned business owner of Kissimmee, asking for accountability, transparency, and ethical leadership that every citizen has the right to expect from those elected to serve in this community. For more than 2 years, I've experienced what I believe is a disturbing pattern involving Commissioner Martinez. interfering in my father's probate. After my father passed away, I reported a fraudulent will affecting his estate. I reported my concern to law enforcement. I was told by KPD Corporal Munoz that Commissioner Janet Martinez had contacted him regarding my case. My family's home had nothing to do with the responsibility of the city commissioner, yet an elected official had become involved. Then she contacted KUA CEO Brian Horton regarding my deceased father utility account while I was trying to transfer that account into my name and protecting my father's estate. She intervened and stopped that transfer. I later learned that Commissioner Martinez went to a domestic violence event to locate the state attorney in an attempt to file a complaint against me. In doing so, she misrepresented that I had involved the state attorney in one of my complaints. She was told there was nothing in my complaint referring to the state attorney. I found it deeply troubling that an elected official would go to such extent and mislead the state attorney. Then on June 23rd, I attended a hearing that was absolutely nothing to do with the city of Kissimmee. After the hearing ended, I turned around and I saw Commissioner Martinez sitting with the opposite side in the probate case that had absolutely nothing to do with the city of Kissimmee. Approached her calmly, "Why are you involved in my case?" As I was leaving, Commissioner Martinez was laughing at me. I had that video evidence. I later returned and personally overheard Commissioner telling people in the courtroom that I was crazy, that I had come before a commission making false statements about her, and that I had filed a complaint against her. Imagine what it feels. You go to court seeking justice. You return and hear an elected official publicly attacking your credibility. Today is my family. Today it could be another resident's family. This behavior must stop. The city of Kissimmee deserves leaders who build public trust, not leaders whose conduct are questionable. We deserve integrity, transparency, accountability, and leadership that puts the people first. Let's vote Martinez out of office. She cannot be trusted. Thank you.
Next is Ms. Lillian Evans. Ms. Lillian Evans, your name and address for the record. You get 3 minutes.
Lillian Evans, 1715 Sunny Street. I did not come prepared to say anything because everything was going as it's supposed to go. And I hear something about Ms. Martinez just now. I don't personally know Martinez like that, but I will vote for Ms. Martinez. I'll tell you that. And for them to sit somebody to come up here because somebody's trying to run for to be a commissioner when they had said nothing since I've been here last year, nothing about the mayor taking money. Must be a coincidence there, you think? You must know her, huh, Miss Mayor?
Thank you. We now move on to the consent agenda. Do any commissioners have a conflict of interest to declare on any item on the consent agenda?
Oh, Madam Mayor.
Commissioner Reedy? Commissioner Ortiz? Commissioner Reedy, is that a no? Thank you. Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Alvarez, second by Commissioner Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We'll now move on to discussion items. City Commission recess and convenes as the Community Redevelopment Agency Board, DKCRA Pioneer Project Incentive Program Agreement with Souza and Martin's Savory Bites for a project located at 30 Broadway. Staff.
Good evening, CRA Board. Tonight's item is a request to approve the Pioneer Project Incentive Program Award between the Downtown Kissimmee CRA and Souza and Martin Savory Bites LLC for their Noso Quintal Brazilian Bar and Grill redevelopment project at 30 Broadway. The proposed project seeks to rehabilitate an underutilized and historic structure into a unique and vibrant upscale Brazilian restaurant and cafe. This project will update one of downtown's historic buildings with modernized plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, helping to preserve the building for years to come. Additionally, the Noso Quintal concept is anticipated to increase foot traffic to downtown Kissimmee, not only through their normal operations, but with cultural programming and themed events. The total project investment is $1,580,000 and is expected to add an additional 25 to 40 full and part-time positions to the downtown area. The tangible project costs are estimated to be $760,000. CRA staff recommend approval for a Pioneer Project Incentive Program for $76,000, representing a 10% of tangible project costs. The Pioneer Project Incentive Awards are paid as reimbursement after a project is completed, a certificate of occupancy has been issued, and all paid invoices are with verifiable proof of payment have been reviewed and approved by CRA and city staff. If approved, the Noso Quintal project will join a growing list of projects that have been supported by the Downtown Kissimmee CRA Pioneer Project Incentive Program, each helping to revitalize the downtown Kissimmee area. Thank you for your time today. I'm happy to answer any questions regarding this project. Additionally, we are also joined by the project creator and founder of Noso Quintal, Mr. Luca Martin, tonight as well.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? Commissioners, allow for discussion.
I don't have any, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Commissioner Ortiz, any questions?
For when do you think you're going to have finished this project?
I'm sorry?
For when do you believe it's going to be finished, the project?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
For when did you believe the project is going to be finished?
Completed. I believe the expected project completion is sometime this summer. It is currently under permitting and review right now, but they have started some of the cosmetic updates. The initial plan is to be sometime this summer.
What kind of restaurant are you going to have?
This is proposed to be a Brazilian-style restaurant and with a cafe attached to it as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Martinez, any questions to discuss?
I'm sorry?
Any questions or discussion?
No. I was just saying that it was a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Board members, do you have any conflict of interest to declare on this item?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. No. Thank you. I need a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Motion to approve the selection of DK CRA Holiday Lighting RFP Award. I need a second.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Edie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you, Commissioners. Thank you, Benjamin. Appreciate it. Community Redevelopment Agency Board adjourns and reconvenes as the City Commission. We now move on to 8B, Florida League of Cities Voting Delegate 2026. Deputy City Manager, would you present on that?
Yes, ma'am. This item is related to the Florida League of Cities annual conference. Every jurisdiction that's a member of the Florida League of Cities gets an opportunity to nominate a delegate to vote on behalf of the activities that are brought forth as a member of the Florida League of Cities. And so as a result, our board will have to delegate a member who is attending the conference to serve as our representative.
Thank you. Do you have a motion and a designation?
I'll make a motion for whoever wants to go, but unfortunately, I can't attend during this time.
I went last year, so do you have a motion? I'm willing to go again this year.
I motion for Madam Mayor to go.
I'll second.
Thank you. Motion to designate from Commissioner Martinez to be the voting delegate for the City of Kissimmee at the annual business session. Second by Vice Mayor Edie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you. We now move to hear city officials. Deputy City Manager.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for this time and the opportunity to preside over the meeting this evening. It's been a pleasure. But just as an update, as a city, this is an opportunity to thank our staff and those who attended our monumental 4th of July event. It was a huge success. We anticipate, based on our numbers and our analytics, we had about 17,000 people in attendance at our park to enjoy this event that we put on every year. So the fact that so many enjoyed it and it went off without a hitch, it's definitely to commend our staff for the work that they do behind the scenes to make sure that our community can go out and have a good time. Also, we have a public meeting that will be held on July 16th at 6 p.m. right here in the Commission chambers that will focus on the Connect Kissimmee project. This will be an opportunity to provide some updates on what's happening with the project, the updated timelines, and really give the community an opportunity to learn more about what we're doing in transforming our downtown and making Kissimmee a place that is truly, truly unforgettable. So thank you for this opportunity, and we hope those who are interested in the project can make it. And
Thank
that's
you
all
so
I've got.
much. Appreciate it. City Attorney.
I hope everybody had a very nice 4th of July. It's important to me because I was born in 1976. I was a bicentennial baby. My father was an immigrant to this country, and he loved his country so much. He was extremely proud of it.
Wow.
And
thank you for sharing that.
So it's something that was important to me, important to him, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. City Commission, we'll start with Commissioner Martinez.
A little bit this way here. Okay, so I do have two things that I'd like to share. First of all, I want to clarify, Madam Mayor, you did say you were going to go to the Hollywood for the voting delegate?
Correct.
Okay, all right. I heard you say Jeanette Martinez first. I know you were calling the motion, but I wanted to make sure.
No, I was just clarifying. that
Okay,
you called the
okay.
motion.
All right, all right. Thank you for the clarification.
Sure. Thank you.
So I want to make an announcement. The first announcement is from the official complaints that were sent to the prosecutor. The verdict came back already, and I am very honored and grateful to be here in front of you guys. The recommendation for that was no proceedings. I can read it verbatim, but just don't quote me on the words. It was basically asked for dismissal. There was no findings whatsoever, and my name was cleared. So very, very, very happy. I knew that was going to be the outcome, but having it said by a third-party person kind of gave it a little bit more light. I'm just here to serve. I love what I do. I'm going to continue doing what I do. It's just a passion of mine. Another thing that I want to say is to the young lady, I did not catch to hear what you said, or I didn't have the opportunity to understand what you were saying. But I commend you for coming to the meetings. I mean, I know you said you're 16 years old. It doesn't matter whether positive or negative. You coming out, speaking up, that's awesome. Continue doing your research, continue coming to meetings, continue finding out what's what, and do what you're doing. That's what we need, leaders like that in the future. So I commend you for it. I don't like to put on social media and publicly say when I'm going to the supermarket, or when I got to go to Walmart, or when I got to go grocery shopping, because I'm a normal constituent too. So, I mean, if we bump into each other in the supermarket, I hope that we can have a decent conversation. I'm your commissioner. I'm here to serve you. I am very approachable. My personal number is public. My city number is public. I'm just here to serve. So I'm sorry that some people might feel a little bit uncomfortable with that. But at the end of the day, I got voted in to do exactly what I'm doing. Being transparent, keeping it always clear, or like some people would say, I have open book syndrome. So please keep that in mind. I love what I do. I do it out of no interest. I don't do anything to get a leg up. But again, I'm celebrating. People think it's my birthday. It's not my birthday. My birthday was back in May. All the congratulations, the text messages, the phone calls, the emails, everything has been because of all of this coming, and not just for the one that was in front of the special prosecutor, but other ones that were down the pipeline as well. So again, I want to make sure that you all know I'm leading with transparency, leading with honor. I love what I do. I'm not going to get tired of it. And everybody asked me, why did you do it? I was born for this. So thank you for that. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Thank you, Commissioner Alvarez.
I have nothing at the time, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Commissioner Ortiz.
I just want to congratulate this company, Sousa, Martins, Sabori Bite, with this project, what they presented today. That means thank you, because you guys believe in our city. Thank you for your investment. Thank you, and welcome to our beautiful city.
Thank you, Commissioner. Vice Mayor Edie.
I don't have anything, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. I have nothing either. Motion to approve to adjourn this meeting.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Vice Mayor Edie, second by Commissioner Martinez. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.